Nelson from Eyewitness News. Got just two questions. One, the SG reading those stats which show the amount of support that you received in the province in the general elections. What is the mood like in the ground, given the fact that while you were the most voted party in the province, you are not in government? Are there calls from your constituencies that maybe do find someone or some parties to talk to in order to constitute or form a government? Are people happy with the fact that while they tried to a point where they made you the first voted party in the province, but yet you are not in government? Are there any dissatisfaction in that regard? But also, ahead of the 2026 polls, how fertile are the grounds for the party? And if the SG could share also, I know that certainly Agitating municipality will be one municipality that you are gunning for, considering the fact that it's the only metro in the province. What other municipalities are of interest to the party? Thank you.
Question 2.
Thank you. My name is Mabhida from Deja Vu Media. I just have two questions. One is, do we now have an interim organizer since Mr. Floyd is now OSG? Do we have an organizer that's going to be helping oversee the program that we're going to have on the 15th of December? And the second one is accreditation for e-media for the 15th. Can we please have maybe few meetings before the 15th, just so we know that we have enough access? We struggled in Soweto, especially us from Durban. We were actually almost outside of that program, but we indeed eventually got in. The last one is actually not a question. It's heartwarming how Ukanvino Babu actually recognizes our TikTok influencers. He did mention even in Chesterfield that he was very jealous of our TikTok influencers. He's very fond of Ukodole. I don't know if he's here. I actually am the one who got the numbers down for him. He actually wanted to contact them after the Chesterfield program. Thank you so much.
My name is Lungimbonga from TWQ Media, and I have only two questions. What message do you hope to deliver with this coming rally? That's one. Number two, what has been the biggest challenge during your first year as MK Party? Thank you.
I think that was the last one.
Right, it's Ndogo here from the African perspective. I've got one question here for SG. You said party, let me just say, it exists in about 7 provinces. Are there any plans that the party has in order to go to other 2 remaining provinces? Do you have any other plans just to expand to the remaining 2 provinces? Thank you.
I think that's that for now. So let's allow the officials to respond. I'll get the head of the president, Commander Makasela Mzobe.
Thanks, Comrade. I'm asked to respond to 2 questions. The first one is about how do people feel about the government in KZN? This rally, among other things, will be used to agitate and mobilize the people of KwaZulu-Natal to start a very extensive program of uniting all progressive forces to reject the IFPDA-led government and reinstate the legitimate government led by MK Party as a party that got 45% of electoral support, 29 May 2024. So it's not just a celebration, it's a call to action to the people of KwaZulu-Natal to stand up and defend their votes that they gave to MK Party, and for MK Party to conscientize the people of the province to reject the illegitimate government towards installation of a new government led by MK Party. The second one is about the organizer. The president and the officials are under the impression that Comrade Floyd will continue for now, executing both responsibilities as an SG and organize for the rally up until the national officials and high command announce the new person who will be an organizer. There will be a new person, but for now, Comrade Floyd will execute these dual responsibilities. And the president believes that he should be capable to deliver this rally and many other responsibilities that are entailed in the Constitution. Thank you.
Yes, Jean?
Yeah, thank you very much, Chairperson. I'm going to respond to the question that was posed by Nhlanhla Mabaso in respect of how fertile is the ground here in Durban. It is in our statement that we received 600,000 votes in May, which then indicates to us that taking into consideration the growth that has taken place and continuing to take place here in KwaZulu-Natal and more especially in Durban, we are definitely going to fight and win the metro. We are capable of doing that, and the work that is done by ground forces under the leadership of convener Ubaba Willis, we are definitely going to win. We are going to make strides here in KwaZulu-Natal, more especially in Durban. And this event, the rally that is to take place here in Durban, is the gesture of celebrating and express ourselves, express the gratitude to all members of Umkhonto weSizwe who voted with confidence the MKP, and we continue to grow. Beyond this rally, we are definitely going to have made strides, and this rally is going to appeal to more other people of KwaZulu-Natal, and not only in KwaZulu-Natal, but throughout South Africa. The next question was in respect of the party existing in 7 provinces. It is not the party that exists in 7 provinces. The party exists in 9 provinces. It is only the legislatures that are in 7 provinces. So the party is all over South Africa, and we are making strides and gaining support in all provinces. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DSG. SG, they want to know what's the message that you're going to deliver.
Now, thank you very much for the questions. There's a question on is the ground fertile for Umkhonto weSizwe? It is just a broad overview of outcomes, like a deeper reading of the elections outcome here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. So in all the 11 regions, Mkhonto Wesizwe was number 1. So in Mkanyakude, in Zululand, in Mzinyati, in eThekwini, in Ugu, in Ilembe, in Erigwana, in Amajuba, in all the regions, Mkhonto Wesizwe was number 1. And the regions where Mkhonto Wesizwe, or the sub-regions, like, because there's 44 municipalities here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, the only municipalities where Mkhonto Wesizwe was not number 1 is Mthonjaneni, in King Tetwai, and Big Five Labisa in Mkanyakude, that side of Hlube where the president of the IFP comes from, and Ulundi. But in the rest of the municipalities, Mkhonto Wesizwe was number 1. And then in Greater Kokstad and in Mzumkula as well, the ANC was number 1. And those are the only 2 municipalities where the ANC was number 1 here in the province. But in the rest of the municipalities, Mkhonto Wesizwe is number 1 here in eThekwini, emphatically number 1, to the extent that the distance between Mkhonto Wesizwe and the second biggest party is far, far, far apart in terms of the emphatic victory that Mkhonto Wesizwe has got to consolidate. And our role now as the leadership of Mkhonto Wesizwe is to defend those gains. And advance them to have far much more greater presence, even in the municipalities which we have not had a decisive majority here in the province. And of course, our mandate is to expand the presence of Mkhonto Wesizwe to all the provinces and all the municipalities in South Africa. So we say that KwaZulu-Natal is liberated, now we're going to liberate all parts of South Africa. We're going to have formidable presence in all the municipalities in Limpopo and all the regions. There's already a lot of acceptance of Mkhonto Wesizwe in Mopane region, in Vembe and Waterberg, in Capricorn and Sekhukhune. You'll get to realize with some of the immediate results that are going to come out of the elections that are taking place on the 4th of December. So we are going to have presence everywhere, including in the Western Cape. There are interesting developments that are going to happen in the Southern Cape, in Overberg, in the West Coast region. In Cape Metro, there's a lot of activity and excitement that is taking place for the organization. The DSG is correct that we are existing in all the provinces with formidable activists and revolutionary activists that are doing work of the organization. And we've had the opportunity to go to all parts of South Africa to interact with the activists. It is only in 2 legislatures where we're not represented, which is the Northern and Western Capes. But in the rest of the legislatures, Mkhonto Wesizwe is firmly represented. So in the Eastern Cape, we've got a member of the provincial legislature. In the Free State, we have. In Limpopo, we have. In the Northwest, we have. In Gauteng province, we've got 8 members of the provincial legislature. In Mpumalanga, we had the official opposition as Mkhonto Wesizwe. So we are present and this is an organization which, when the elections took place on the 29th of May 2024, was barely 6 months old. So that is a formidable achievement which we get to intensify, and it's going to be realized as the task which all of us have got to do. And then there's a question now that then deals with the accreditation for the main event here. We can assure you, all members of the media, that we're going to have smooth accreditation for all media houses and role players. So we're going to announce the dates for the accreditation process, and it will be done prior to the actual event taking place. So we'll issue out the RSVP as to where do you respond? And it will be accreditation, yes, of media. Yesterday we're finalizing that there will be accreditation for those who are going to be trading or selling different things here on the precincts of the stadium. So we're going to issue out the contact details of those who want to come and do vending of different products, whether be it food or regalia or whatever they think is relevant for the people who are going to attend. We're going to accredit those thoroughly as well. And we're going to accredit thoroughly those who would have bought the hospitality suites. There won't be any confusion in terms of what happens. We're going to have a neat, clean, proper rally. There won't be any mistakes that we're going to commit. That is the nature of how the organization is going to be. So there won't be mistakes, there won't be delays on any issue. Everything else is going to be run thorough. Transport is going to be availed for all the 111 wards of eThekwini, for all the 901 wards of KwaZulu-Natal. And then we will, if resources permit, we will see if we will be able to transport other provinces. But if we do that, Moses Mabhida Stadium will be too small for Mkhonto. So that is basically where we are. So the purpose of the rally is to communicate a simple message that Mkhonto is not a temporary project. It's a revolutionary movement which seeks to unite all the oppressed masses of our people. It's a movement it's a liberation movement that says that we have been fighting in different corners for a very long time. Let's now come together and fight against colonialism. Let us fight for total decolonization. Let's take the struggle to another level to liberate a majority of our people. And we believe that the rally and all the programs and activities that we're going to have are going to emphatically demonstrate to the people of South Africa that we are an organization that is here to stay. We're not a temporary arrangement, we're an organization for the future. And it will be demonstrated accordingly. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, SG. I wanted to see if the responses have stimulated any further questions. Okay, there's one there. Is that it? Please go ahead. Get the mic there.
Good day. Sam Makwanya from EMQ. Mine is directed to Mr. Mzobe. During your response, you mentioned especially this issue of MK being the most voted for but not being in power in the province. That you mentioned that this rally will be part of agitating for that change to MK, if I understood you correctly, to lead the province. Could you just unpack that one for me? Because right now you need numbers, and the numbers seem to be a bit hard to come by.
Madam Zoka, one directed at you. Your comment stimulated the response.
It means he's agitated already. The truth is, the people of KwaZulu-Natal made their choice. And their choice is MK Party. It's overwhelmingly clear. And it will be irresponsible of MK Party leadership not to fight to defend the votes and the democratic decision and the choice made by the people of KwaZulu-Natal. So we will agitate and we will mobilize people of KwaZulu-Natal who voted for MK Party to help install MK Party as a legitimate government to govern KwaZulu-Natal. The numbers we're talking about, the numbers are there, it's 45%. And we would use that 45% to remove the IFPDA government with the help of the ANC and the National Freedom Party. As to who's gonna vote with MK party, you will see that, but the clear intention is that the stealing of public funds that is happening now must be the last budget they are able to steal. The new budget comes on the 1st of April, and MK party by that time should be presiding over the government of Botswana.
I don't think it can be clearer than that. KZN is coming back to court. With that, let me, because I don't see any more hands, so I'll say thank you very much to the members of the media, to our leadership that is here, and to everyone else. I know there's also members of Mkhonto and Sizwe who are present. Thank you very much for attending the briefing session. If there's any other further discussions you may have, the leadership is here, and then you can have comments from them. Thank you very much. Thanks.